Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And this weekend, Sunday, big day for Chelsea as we face one of our bitter rivals in Tottenham Hotspurs. And can you believe some of our fan base are actually wanting us to get thrashed? Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So I get it, guys. I know some of you do not like Graham Potter. And even if we won our next 6 games 6-0, you still will find something to find fault with in his managerial style. I get it. I get some of you didn't want Thomas Tuchel to go in the first place and still pining for Thomas Tuchel to come back and take over. It's not going to happen. But yeah, I understand. But to want Chelsea to lose, to want Chelsea to get thrashed so that a manager can get sacked, I'm sorry. Anyone with that mindset is not Chelsea. I'm sorry, you're not Chelsea. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care how bad it gets. I will never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, want my club to lose a game of football. And not just lose a game of football, lose to our biggest rivals, Tottenham Hotspurs. And this is how I know that some of our fan base don't even know about football. Somebody said, the toxicity was going on in the Twitter world. Somebody said, we cannot lose to our biggest rivals. And the response was, Tottenham are not our biggest rivals. Where you been? Obviously not Chelsea supporters. They don't think that Tottenham Hotspurs are Chelsea's biggest rivals. They are, it's gone for years, Chelsea and Tottenham. I know Tottenham and Arsenal have got that North London thing going on, but Chelsea and Tottenham, they cannot stand each other. A team you don't want to lose to is Tottenham Hotspurs. 3 Point Lane, we used to call it when they used to play at White Hart Lane. Tottenham don't like us, we don't like them. So we don't want to lose to that team under any circumstances whatsoever. So people coming out with, we should lose against Tottenham, and that way with Graham Potter will get the sack. Nonsense, guys. Nonsense. Not buying that at all whatsoever. That's the embarrassing side of our fan base, and that's why other supporters always see us as a bit of a laughing stock when it comes to football. And you know what? You can tell a fan, a loyal, good fan in adversity. You can tell, when the chips are down, how they react to certain situations. And I'm hearing even in some of my messages which people respond to in the comments field below, they are even saying about me, because I'm prepared to see how things go and give patience, that I lack ambition. Seriously, I understand what's going on in the club. I understand the enormity of the job to turn things around. I get it. I understand it, and that's the difference. Okay, if results keep going in a downward spiral, as I said before in previous videos, then it may be time to act. But I've said it before. I was a bit, after the Southampton game, I was thinking, like a lot of people thought, this is a final straw. But I calmed down from that situation, and I said, look, 4 or 5 games, we'll see what happens when he has his full team to choose from. His season, for me, Graham Potter's season started about 2 weeks ago, when we had, even like, if you take the Southampton, I said 2 weeks ago, but even the Southampton game, we had the likes of Reece James and Thiago Silva not being able to play because the medical team had advised that they shouldn't be playing, because we saw what happened with Reece James when he came back too early. So even that is a handicap for the manager. I've heard other stuff as well. I said I'm not making excuses for this guy, because this guy has made some mistakes as well, so he's responsible for something. So I'm not one, and I put it in there saying it's nothing to do with Graham Potter. Graham Potter does have some things that he's done wrong and he needs to improve on, but even like people are comparing Ten Hag has come into Manchester United and look how he's got them playing at the moment. If you remember Ten Hag's first 3 or 4 games at Manchester United, they were disastrous. He's got things playing. He's made some difficult decisions. Great, that's good. But with Ten Hag, and I said I like some of the decisions he's made, and I commend him for that. You know, he's picked us as 11, first 11, and he's stuck with that 11 to try and get them playing in you know, get that synergy between the players. But that's what I said. He's picked a first 11. He's been afforded the opportunity to pick a first 11. You know, he hasn't had an injury crisis. Injuries here and there, now and again, but not an injury crisis. And he hasn't had 6 or 7 new players coming in at the same time. The players that he's brought in, players like what's the guy? What's the Brazilian guy? I can't remember his name. Anthony. Players like Anthony and the Argentinian defender. Again, my brain's gone. What is his name? Martinez. Yeah. What's gone? Yeah. So those players were with him at Ajax, so he knows how they play. He knows how to integrate them into a team. So that's an advantage already. So Potter's had all these young players, and these players are experienced as well. You know, Martinez is quite an experienced player. Anthony is still youngish, but he hasn't had a lot of players to put into his side. So the core of that Manchester United side are players who were with them last season, and he had a pre-season. So he had a pre-season to work on his methods and his style. So those are not excuses, what people will say. And I always say these are excuses. These are facts, guys. If you see them as excuses, it's because you don't like the guy, Potter. That's why. These are not excuses. These are facts. Okay? So the fan base, go back to the fan base. If we lose against Tottenham, it's going to be toxic. Absolutely toxic. You know, so but that's what you wanted, some of you. You wanted us to lose. So why is it going to be toxic if we do lose? Because you were crying out for us to lose to get this guy out of the door. So whether this is his last game or not, I don't know. You know, and it's only up to the board to decide. And so they will hopefully make the right decision, whatever it is to be. I'm not attached to this guy, so even if he does go, he goes. You know, that's the thing. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not emotionally attached to him or anybody else. You know, I just want to see the club do well. I've always said that, and I always maintain that. And the other thing is, when we're talking about this fan base as well, Bowley, you know, that's the reactionary side of this fan base. First of all, everyone was, you know, when we signed the likes of Fernandes and Modric, we've got a better owner than Roman Abramovich. Look at all this money he's spending. He spent £600 million. He hasn't spent £600 million, guys, to just throw it down the pan. He's put this money into the club, a lot of money, a lot of investment, because he wants to see us be successful. He's not putting £600 million, in to see us fail. He wants to see us successful. So he'll be the first one to push the trigger if he's getting signs that it's not working. You know, so to say that he's got no ambition and he's useless and he's that, again, that's just this fan base talking, you know, just not acting in a logical way. And it's frustrating me. I'm just banging my head against a big wall sometimes. So, you know what? I'm not going to engage with these people any longer, because it's pointless. It's pointless. You've got your agendas and you're going to stick by them. Last point I'd like to leave you with. The truth is only the truth if it's your truth. You know, think about that, you know. So you never, if you believe in something, no matter what anyone else says, it's not going to change your opinion, because you just believe in that, you know. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous when you just look at that, you know. I'm prepared to accept other people's arguments, you know, because, you know, that's what it's about. So if I say something that people don't agree with, stick it in the comment section and I will have a look. I'll do my research. I'll think logically about it. I'm not going to stick to one opinion all the time like our fan base do. You know, stick to one opinion, and there's, you know, no matter what happens, it's, you know, that's what I'm saying. I'm prepared to see what happens, you know. If it doesn't turn around, then I'm going to say, yeah, give him a sack, give him the sack. Yeah. How long do we wait? As I said before in another video, I don't know how long we wait. You know, it's you know, 3 or 4 games maybe. You know, if it's still the same after 3 or 4 games, I'm giving it. That's why I said 3 or 4 games. If it's still spiraling out of control, then push the trigger. Yeah, it's obviously it's not working. So, let's see. But as I said, big game on Sunday, and I'll probably stay off Twitter and all social media if we do lose, because people are going to be slashing their wrists all over the place. There'll be mass suicides going on if Potter isn't sacked. Can you imagine we lose and Potter isn't sacked on Monday? The fan base in Chelsea is going to be halved in a week. I can see it happening. Right, so guys, stick your comments in the section below. I'll try and be part of the debate, and I'll give you my reasons for what I think, the way I think. You think another way, I may think a different way, but let's have that debate going, guys. Keep it going, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, guys, take care. Bye-bye.